And in 3, 2, 1,
Hello!
hello! And welcome back to Unprepared Casters, Minion Madness. My name's Haley Whipjack. I've been here most of the day. I did just go take a quick nap, but I'm back. And I have brought to you, it's a long morning. I have brought to you 5 new beautiful minions to the table that I will allow to popcorn around and introduce themselves to you. I will start with Alex.
Hello. I'm Alex. I use he, they pronouns. I am Aldermancy on most places, and I am bringing you back once again Boy Witch, Bird Mage, Zazel Shazik, cultist, technically, but mostly just a pretty guy with a voice in his head. Made of feathers.
What level? What level are you?
6. I am 6.
And who would you like to popcorn to?
I'm gonna popcorn to Johnny.
Wonderful. My name is Johnny Stanton IV on any social medias. I am bringing this minion to the table. His name is Veldon Craswitch. He is a level 6 human monk, Way of Mercy, but mostly just to get his poison fists on everybody. So, yeah, that should be fun.
And who'd you like to popcorn to?
Who else is playing? Let's
Candice,
go with
Abbey, and
Candice.
Owen.
Yeah, Candice.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you
name
made
is Candice.
Oh, never
I
mind.
am? Oh no,
you got
No,
it.
you're good
You got
now.
it. You were, but now you're with us.
My fault.
I am a double muter. So hi, my name is Candice, also known as Candice the Magnificent. My pronouns are they, she, and a sprinkle of he. I am here today playing the minion Dib Brandywine, who is a level 6 rogue. And let me tell you, she has never done anything wrong. Not a day in her life. She only knows she's good at stealing things because she's had to return things so many times. So, normal stuff. I'm gonna popcorn over to Abbey.
Hello, thank you. I am Abbey, pronouns she, they. I'm playing Kix, who is level 8 starting, a Battlesmith Artificer, Warforged, so robot. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. I'm passing it over to Owen.
Hello, my name is Owen, pronouns he, him. I am Posnig sometimes on the internet. And I am playing Marion Sylvester, sad middle-aged bartender who also sometimes is Shira. And in those times, she's a level 6 barbarian paladin.
D&D mechanics, because she's not from D&D originally. In D&D mechanics, does going into a rage just turn her into She-Ra?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. No, I love that. I wasn't sure how we were gonna do it, and
I would like to She-Ra.
That makes a ton of sense. She's from City of Mist originally, and then Zazel was from a Starfinder campaign. What class did you go for D&D?
I went for Warlock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our edgy
It's
little
Pride Month, right?
bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Listen.
Gay little warlock bird.
I had to give up the artificer, so.
You could have
There
both
can
been
only be
artificer.
one.
No, but I think he's been touched by a little something.
Okay.
Who could say?
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Okay. Well, you're also lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. As I've already prepped the group, I'll prep the audience in the chat as well. This one's the goofiest premise for a round we've done so far. All them other rounds, this one's weirder. We'll see. Maybe you guys will throw a big scary monster in there and it will just be straight up combat. That's up to you. It's not what I'm doing. But the audience could.
They did already throw you a wild magic surge.
Sick. Let me put them in the world first, and then
For
I'll
sure.
make one of you do a.
Can we do the wild magic surge before we get into the world?
I
Let
do you
that
want to roll a
create
D100?
world.
Do you want to roll a D100 about it, Johnny? You get a wild magic
course I do.
surge?
Of course I do.
Get it out of the way.
Yes.
Sure,
it.
sure.
13. Lucky number 13.
That's a good one. That's hilarious. I'm gonna hold on to that for a second, and I'll give you the effect of it once you're in the world.
Hell yeah.
The 5 of you are all living your regular, normal lives. Whatever that looks like for you. For some of you, it's being on spaceships. For some of you, it's tending bar. I'm going to be so honest. I only know what 2 of your day-to-day looks like, and Kix has been on the show multiple times. Whatever your day-to-day looks like, you were doing it. And then mid kind of getting a crick out of your neck, you move to the side, you come back, and you are in a completely separate location. Instead of being on your spaceship, instead of being in your bar, or your home, potentially for the rest of you, you find yourself...
Bar and spaceship are the only 2 genders.
Yeah. That's also the only 2 options of places to be when you think about it. Everywhere is either bar or spaceship. You find yourselves standing around a kitchen counter island in a cramped little kitchen. There's a beat up old sofa in a tiny little living room off to the side, and a loft bed over the sofa. Whole place is small, smells like somebody cooked something yesterday and didn't ventilate it correctly. And then this guy who came here with you casts the spell Confusion centered on himself because of a wild magic surge, and you're all so lost.
Wait, this isn't the space bar that I was just in?
Where the fuck are
What's going
you?
on? Where am I?
Hello?
I'm kicking
Who
it on
are
the
you?
couch. I don't know what's going on.
I need to
Watch
sit
Kix
down.
sleeps
over
on
and
the
lies
couch.
down.
Yeah, there's like too much give. It's hags under your weight.
Oof.
I don't know how long confusion lasts. It's already a confusing situation, but for a moment, you don't know who you are. You don't know what a couch is. You don't understand any of that.
I'm like NPC walking into the wall, but continuing. My legs are still moving, like clipping through the wall.
Yeah, like you're in Skyrim. Yeah, it's a weird minute. And then after that, I believe minute for confusion ends, you all kind of come back to your own sense of identity, but you
I'm
do
slightly
still
less
find yourself
confused.
in a studio apartment question mark that none of you recognize.
This seems less nice than mine.
Low standard. Sheesh.
At least I can stretch out a bit. And you see 2 massive black wings unfurl from the sides of this strange bird creature.
Wow.
Cool. Very cool.
You
How
can
tall
most
are the
describe that,
ceilings in
yeah.
here? Studio apartment.
It's a lofted bed, and the guy who lives here is really big, so we'll give him like 9-foot ceilings.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Kix can stand up
because
to
you're
full
tall.
height. Oh yeah, Kix like isn't Kix like maybe 7 foot something?
I think Kix is like 7 feet tall. He's a lanky robot.
Well, yeah, he's 2 parts of robot, so full height, and is just walking over to everyone. Who are you? But it's looking at everyone.
You see
I-
like a little brown face peek out from behind the curtain of feathers. Do I owe you money? Because, you know, I can do something about that if you let me go. I will get so much more
Sure.
money than you
And,
think I owe you. Is there a
Yeah,
receipt you
what-
have? Is there some kind of order? Is there a warrant that you might have for me and that's why I'm here?
You
Because
say
you're not supposed
receipt.
to...
You say receipt, and Kix uses magical tinkering to do a static visual effect, including 25 words of text, and prints out like a little fortune cookie thing sized print that goes, "Yes, give me 20 gold."
It says yes on it. Yes, give me 20 gold.
Yes.
Seems-
Dib accepts that from you. They're like a little halfling, black features, like a big kind of shock of like burgundy hair that's like pulled back into a bun. And their eyes go over it and they just like look at you, like shaking their head and just disappear back behind the feathers.
Damn it.
I'm Veldon. I'm kind of just figuring out why I'm not in my space bar anymore. But I'm slightly less confused than I was before. I'm trying to figure out who you all are. Am I from the same world, Haley, as all this, or am I like I'm thinking I'm like from like more of a human style world, and I'm seeing an anthropomorphic bird in front of me now.
Yeah, by all means. You're from wherever you want to be. You have all been grabbed from the weirdest points of the timeline, of the universes. We had somebody from a different podcast universe earlier.
Hmm.
You're from
Yeah, I think I'm just trying
wherever.
to take all this in. Like Veldon's got like this white, kind of like a little bit disheveled, like almost as if he's had a lab. He's actually wearing a lab coat, like with a black tie, kind of like loosened up under with a white like dress shirt with like some smudges on it. Kind of has his the sleeves of his lab coat rolled up to show like some like pretty beefy forearms, and hair like disheveled perfectly, some glasses hanging down his nose that he keeps pushing up before he talks every single time. Yeah.
Yeah, love. And yeah, deeply confusing situation for you to find yourself in. But
Sure,
like
sure.
kind of nice that nobody else seems to know what's going on either, you know? It makes these people more trustworthy that they also seem lost. And nobody's over here like, yes.
Is everybody
I've
doing
brought you all
okay?
in my
Is
party.
anybody hurt?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, I'm gonna try
No.
for. Are there any windows in this room?
Yeah, there is. There's a window over by the couch and the loft bed.
Yeah, I'd like to look outside.
Absolutely. Do you want to roll perception just to see how much you can see?
Why not? That is a 16.
Good number. The first thing that you'll notice is the sky's the wrong color. It's a sort of muted red orange with no visible sun, clouds, moon, anything to it. It's all just this static, warm tone. The streets below, it seems like you're in a pretty crowded urban area, like tall buildings squished together. The streets themselves are lined with iron, and there's a few different kind of hard to parse figures sort of sulking around the edges where a sidewalk should be but isn't. There's like big cars. I don't think any of you know what a car is. Big uh machines of metal and iron and steel belching a thick
primitive.
smoke. Exactly. Yeah, you're having the opposite reaction to everybody else. They're incredibly primitive as far as machines go, being sort of piloted, driven by people on the inside, people shaped things, big people, they're humanoids. Um, Moving in strange ways to pilot them down these iron streets. So I don't know if any of that's comforting to you to see out the window there, but that's what you say.
It's not stars, so
You were expecting to see stars outside? I mean, I guess I did just come from. I canonically came from a space bar, so that kind of makes sense. I get it. Okay,
You keep saying space bar.
could just be the name of a bar.
this
Kinda
It's
sounds
it's
like a
a
cool.
it's a computer bar, the space bar.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm
do
going to
LAN
assume
parties.
this is just some kind of oxygen deprivation hallucination.
Here's the thing, I don't use oxygen, so wrong.
Do you have a directive or a communication line?
Kicks lounges back again. I don't know. What do you want to know? You want to communicate?
Can you send a distress signal?
Yes, one moment. Turns around.
Are you just like swooning into the couch? Yeah, roll
Yeah.
performance. Be a little
-1,
Victorian
I'm
lady.
excited. Says no charisma. 11.
You don't like Listen, nobody thinks you're passing out, but it is a perfectly passable performance of, oh no!
Exactly what I was
Oh,
going for.
the vapors.
While Kix is pretending to pass out, there are a couple things on deck that have happened.
Yes.
I
I've
know we
known.
already have one deck pull still to do from early donation. We do indeed have another deck pull for, you
For
guessed
Owen.
it, Owen. Which
Sophie
we did,
specifically put in the comments, I hope it kills him.
yeah, for Owen, I hope this kills him. Which, Sophie, we did call out before the round started for sure, knowing that you were
Yeah, he
here.
was pretty sure you were gonna do that.
And then we also have from Arc 6 Expert, a random monster.
Love. All right. It'll all get in there.
Yep,
I'm just
for
gonna start
sure.
spawning things at you guys at some point. Kix is swooning into a couch. Making fun of Zazel, I believe. And while Kix is doing that, Veldon is trying to get a picture of what's outside. Dib is trying to remember if you actually did owe this guy money. You must have. They had a receipt. Marion, a ceiling tile falls to the ground right by your feet. And as it collides, you see what pushed it down was a deck of cards flying very quickly downwards into the ceiling from above. And it hovers back up right in front of your face, spread out, compelling you.
Okay. I mean,
Pick a card.
I'll just grab one of those, I guess.
Yeah, roll a d20. If you roll a number that's already been rolled, I'm going to make you do it again. So try to be
Okay.
unique.
I'll try.
I believe in you.
That's a 5.
That one's already been done. Try again. I
I'm not
said.
unique enough.
Do better.
Do a different one.
That's an 8.
Oh, Marion.
Oh no.
Roll a d4.
Okay. Yep. I'll get on that. 1.
Okay. You pull a card out of this deck. It takes a little bit of effort, but you pull it out and it snaps into your hand and spins around, and you see an image of a little dancing jester. You've pulled the idiot, and your intelligence is permanently reduced by 2.
Oh, no.
Okay.
1d4 plus 1. So it could have been worse.
Could've been
That
worse.
person over there who
Right.
hasn't spoken yet looks a little bit less smart.
Something happened to her.
That's great for me.
The deck of cards will, instead of shooting back up into the ceiling from whence it came, kind of zoom to the middle of the room and just slowly start rotating, demanding somebody else. Anybody else? Pull a card.
I think the bird should do it.
No.
You see manifesting in front of the mask that this creature is wearing. You haven't really seen his face yet, just this beak protruding from this sort of hollow glowing thing covering his face. A series of illuminated sort of green blue cards manifest, very similar to the ones that are floating, and he steps forward kind of confused and reaches through the hologram of one of these cards and just sort of taps the actual floating deck in front.
Yeah, you tap it and it sort of bounces with the movement and then pops back into where it was and continues to rotate.
Fascinating. Can I pull a card with one set of claws very delicately?
Yeah, so you pulling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you roll a d20 for me?
Absolutely, I can.
Card.
Okay.
Sophie in the chat, get dumbed, nerd.
That is a 15.
Sorry, it didn't kill him. 15. That one's already been done. Try again.
Oh.
Do a different one.
That is a 19.
That one hasn't been done. You did it. Okay. You snap the card out of the deck, spin it around. You've drawn the Vizier. At any time you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer can help you solve a puzzling problem or dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with the wisdom on how to apply it. So if this were the kind of thing where I was presenting you with a puzzle, that would be a helpful card.
Very good to know.
But I put you in a studio apartment.
I'm going
Well, if nobody else is
to.
going to try it, I'm going to open the door. Or try.
Yeah, you walk up to the front door, and fantasy post-it noted to the front door. Actually, no, not fantasy. It's a wooden door. It's a knife through it. It's a piece of paper with big chicken scratch writing on it, with a kitchen knife skewered into the door. There is a handwritten note that I'm going to send the text of into our Discord chat, and Veldron can read it out loud, because this character's never canonically spoken out loud, and I'm not doing it now. You guys aren't
this is
getting
a-
a voice for him.
This
It's a
is
big
long
note.
note. Yeah. Okay. This says something, and I am now going to read it. Hey, dudes. I'm on a super important errand right now, and I'm doing this new thing I learned called delegating. Pretty rad, huh? There's a little tiny baby god out in the divine plains with a lot of tiny baby god magic easy to take. I'm in the middle of a pretty intense rebrand and could really use some of that. There's some big heroes trying to save it, probably for themselves, and I want them stopped. My big plan: put them in a box. A big box. Cool box. Maybe a scary, sharpened, pointy box. If you guys could build a super cool box for me, I'll send it over to the train god train station realm, and I will trap them so good. Might even throw a little train magic your way. Thanks, bros. Lars. How did I do?
Train magic?
Great. That was really good.
I need positive validation.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
So it seems we've been given some kind of task by a mysterious figure.
Who's Lars?
What's a
None of you
train?
know.
Is an archaic form of transportation that I believe was outdated.
Form of transportation that we should
Couple of
have more of. Am I
millennia
right? Give me some snaps.
ago.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
So true.
Train. What's a box?
Kicks.
Box is a thing that you open and you take whatever's inside for yourself.
Oh, so we're gonna make a big box. Big box.
Yeah, but I think this time we're supposed to keep the stuff in the box for this Lars person, which I don't work for free.
How?
Fair.
Who do
we
we
need to make
talk
a
to about that?
person-sized box?
Is there anything vaguely useful looking in this studio apartment?
What are we in right now if not a box?
True.
We just bring them
Yeah.
here?
If we bring them here, maybe they'll just be sad.
I mean,
I
they
feel
said
pretty sad looking
miserable.
at this room.
I'm going
That
to
is pretty
search
powerful.
for useful items in this studio apartment.
Love. Roll investigation.
Show me a laser pistol. Show me.
Oh!
And
Lars loves laser pistols. Yeah.
that is, oh gosh, a 14.
Okay. You do also, anytime you roll a d20, remember
Right
you've
now.
got luck points and you
So
have plus ones.
true.
I believe all of you have some amount of those. If you'd ever choose to use one, you do not ever have to.
I'm
You
not
do
gonna use
also
that.
have blast active right now.
So you
thanks
do get
to
a plus D4.
donation.
You're so right.
So a D4.
Oh,
Thanks,
so
chat.
true. Thank you.
I'm also gonna add +4 to your roll, Alex, because I'm gonna use Flash of Genius because you're within 30 feet of me. So my reaction
Thank
goes, "You're
you
doing
for that.
something. Take some of my genius."
That is 21 total now.
Beautiful. 21. Let me write that down.
I feel like I'm searching a museum.
Yes, of the world's most bachelor of a man.
Wouldn't know what that is like.
You start poking around the room. Can I have whoever feels up to the task roll me a D100?
I already did one of those.
Somebody else then.
I'll do it.
Go for it, Candice. Roll me a D100.
96.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh,
That's what it says.
Are you sure that's what you want?
I
Gimme,
mean,
gimme,
not
gimme.
anymore.
I know you're not. I know you don't. Not super experienced in this, but when you play Dungeons and Dragons, you roll a dice. You not really have a lot of choice over the matter.
No, that's fine. That can be the
You're
one you
starting to
get.
make me maybe regret it. I don't know.
No, 96 is a good number, and I'm very happy for you.
I love
the anti-
numbers.
Uh,
Mhm.
Zazel's poking around the room. Everybody else is still orienting. Veldron just did such a good job reading out that letter. And then somebody knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock on the front door.
Who is it?
Hello?
Oh.
They just knock again. Knock, knock, knock.
Is there a peephole?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, look inside.
Yeah, you look out into the hallway, and I don't know what you're expecting to see. I guess this whole place has been strange, but what you do see is a big floating flesh orb with a big eye in the center. And
Oh,
a
it's just a
lot
flesh
of
orb. Come on in.
little wiggly tentacles. You
I open
open
the door.
the door.
Yeah.
We're not home.
You
We're not
open the
home.
door to a
Welcome
beholder.
in.
Everybody, please roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Is it a fleshy beholder?
I mean, I like to
Real
think all
juicy
beholders
one.
are fleshy. I think that's way grosser that way.
Beauty's in
Way
the eye
grosser.
of the beholder.
8 for Zazel.
Same.
Wow. Twinning 8.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
cute. Dirty 20.
11.
Chat's going like, I said the fucking beholder.
Yeah, you send him a
Um,
beholder. Well, Candice made it a beholder.
I
Sorry,
I do have
guys.
the alert. I do have the alert feat, which lets me change initiatives with anybody if they want to, but I'm not. I don't care.
Oh,
I have an
sure. If
11.
anybody wants to change. You're at an 11. Who got the dirty 20?
Me.
Kix did. Kix, and Candice, what'd you get, dear?
8.
Oh, you were an 8. 8. Marion was an 8.
I think Zazel's an 8 too, right?
8,
Were you
yeah.
all 8s?
Yeah, we're all 8s.
Why?
Crazy eights.
That means we can
Okay.
combine and do combined moves.
Try
Yeah, do we
That's
have
so
like
true.
a sword power?
I don't
Is
think
this
in D&D
fleshy
that's
guy
not
the-
what it means.
Is this fleshy guy the thing we're supposed to put in a box?
Ooh, so
It could
true.
be.
Why
We
is
can make a
this
box
so-
out of him.
You could make a box
Get the
out
guys,
of him.
put him inside the beholder. I agree.
Yes.
Done.
Why is it so difficult to find a stat block for a beholder? What is going on?
Beholders aren't really box shaped though. Do we need to like squish him?
Not with that attitude.
Create a sort of frame for the interior of the beholder.
I
Box him out a
suspect
little.
this is some kind of creature sent to halt our progress.
Not
Taking
restricted
very
Sherlock.
Or something.
All right. Okay. To set the scene, you're in a studio apartment. It's little. At the front door, beholder, Veldon, right here by the beholder because you just opened the door for him. Kix is back on the couch still, I think.
I think. Oh yeah, was reclining and swooning to make fun
Yeah,
of. us.
you were just really into the bit, and I don't think you ever stopped.
No, but then I'm immediately alert because I got the dirty 20.
Zazel's hunting around. Marion, I don't know what you're up to, quite frankly. You were just poking about?
I'm a little
I would
lost.
encourage everybody else in the room to pay attention to the fleshy orb at the door. I think that is probably priority at the moment.
That feels like a good move. Top of the initiative order will bring us to Kix. After Kix will be Veldon. So Kix, what do you got for this orb?
For the orb, I give out. Oh shit! And then I bring out. I'm lounging, and then I just my crossbow my crossbow is in my arm, so it just pops out. And I just go, I don't want to
really
get
cute.
upset. I'm just like,
yeah. No, this is a time to stay on the couch. You're
this
right.
is the time to lounge. And I'm remembering how to do this. Okay. Hit DC.
I have great news for you, Abby.
Yeah.
This you don't even have to roll for it because you just got a nat 20 from the chat.
Chat. Chat. Love
Thanks,
you.
chat.
Love you. Um,
Chat
okay.
hates my
Thanks,
flesh
chat.
orb.
Nat 20 on my light crossbow with my sharpshooter and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So
What does that come to for damage?
okay, it's usually 1d8 plus 5, but if it's oops, I accidentally rolled in what's it called? D20. D&D
Oh.
Beyond.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got a 10, and so that doubles. I haven't played
You
this game
double
in so
the
long.
dice. So you don't double whatever
so
you
I got
add to it.
15 damage.
15. And then do you add, you said sharpshooter. Do you have the sharpshooter feat? Are you adding to that as well?
Yeah, I think that's more of I can do stuff. Wait, let me see. I'm attacking. No, that's just like close quarters, long range doesn't affect
Okay.
me. It's if I choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll, I can add
Mhm.
+10 to the attack's damage, but I didn't have a choice before they gave me the 20.
Yeah, do you want to just say though?
Right.
Because you got a guaranteed nat 20 about it. So
Then yeah, so let's just add 10
yeah,
damage.
why
So
not?
I had 25 damage with my
Love.
first attack action.
Ow! My flesh orb.
So flesh orb goes ow. And
Yeah, that's what it
then
sounds like.
flesh orb go ow.
What does
And
the
then
flesh orb say?
yes, and then
No,
extra
don't
attack.
laugh.
So I just go pew again.
Couple
I
years
pew.
late on that one.
And then I just go pew again, and so I will
Okay.
roll this one.
25 is
And that was a natural 20 on my dice.
Hey!
So ew.
The universe hates my flesh orb.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna roll on this again.
Yeah,
And that was another 5. So that's a 15. So another 15
Okay.
damage. So 15 plus 25, 40 damage. So suck my flesh
Ow.
orb.
Ow! Mean.
Gorgeous.
Now I'm gonna
Anything else, Kicks? Are you staying on the couch?
kicks from the couch, goes pew pew, and then tucks and then rolls. So I'm just trying to take cover behind the couch.
Okay.
Does Wakanda forever and we
Beautiful. That brings us to Veldon.
Cool. I am going to roll up my sleeves even more, push my glasses up on my face, and give a quick little jab to the eyeball.
Roll to hit.
Ooh.
Let's see. That is a 14 on the dice plus 6. So dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Cool. I'd like to stunning strike it.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Okay. Stun him.
It needs
Stun
to make
him.
a con save. DC.
Good at con? I'm good at
13.
everything.
DC 13.
Okay, that wasn't great though. That was a 10. So I failed.
Oh, so it's stunned.
I'm stunned.
You're stunning.
Hell.
Gorgeous.
That's max damage on that attack. So that is 11 points of damage on the punch. And I mean, I'm gonna punch it 3 more times because
Might
I
as
have
well.
advantage on this. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
if he's stunned.
that's another key point. All these are at advantage.
Mhm.
You do
Loving
also have
this.
Bless still active.
Bless is still active.
Oh, it is?
That
Oh,
could
sweet.
be 4.
That is an 18 plus 6, 24 on the second one. Next one,
Hit.
18 plus 6, 24. Third one.
Hit.
The last one that's cocked. That is a 9 plus 6, 15. But I'm blessed, so
Mm.
that is actually a 16.
Does not hit.
Ah,
So just the
okay.
last one misses.
Oh, well, I mean, I have all these little points, so I'm going to
Sure.
boost it. I'm going to boost that. What am I at, a 16? I'll boost that up to a 19.
Hits.
Yes, let's go. Okay,
Get 'em all.
okay, 3 more hits.
You guys are so mean to my flesh orb. What did he ever
I'm-
do to you?
Nothing
I'm
yet.
just
Literally
being-
didn't do anything. Just showed
That's
up.
7,
Just bad vibes.
14,
It's the popover. That's what you get.
4. So it's 18 points of damage on top of that 11, so 29 points of damage. And it is stunned.
That means I can't. But that means I can't go on my turn, Johnny. Johnny, it's my
Oh.
turn, and that means I can't
Sorry,
go.
I didn't make the rules. I'm just playing with them.
Writer of Dungeons and Dragons, Johnny Stanton says I don't get to play on my turn.
Can't believe you would do that to them.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take a step back so you all can.
It's just
can
a
get in
little
there.
orb.
Go get the flesh orb, guys. Flesh orb.
yeah.
You know, I think it's like catering. Just bring it all in.
Okay, well I don't get to go on my turn because I'm stunned, so it'll be Dib's turn then, and after Dib is gonna be Zazel.
Dib pops out from behind Zazel's feathers, runs up and stabs this thing in one of its smaller eyes,
Ow.
and then hopefully we'll be able to duck back under their cover right
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Roll to hit. It's an advantage because he's stunned.
17.
17 does not hit.
Well, I'm gonna burn some points. We're gonna I'll use 3 points and do a dirty 20.
That'll do ya.
Cool. Okay, so they only do 5 points of damage, but they swear a whole lot when they're in there. They like walk up and they're like, "You son of a bitch," and they get them real good in the eyeball, and then they're like a ghost. As quickly as they came, they're gone.
Where is Dib? We don't even know.
Vanished. Genuinely. They're a halfling, so they're already small, but like genuinely a ghost.
You're just always losing them in between the couch cushions. That's the thing about halflings. Anything else, Dib?
I think that's it for now, yeah.
Okay, then we'll go to Zazel. After Zazel, we'll do Marion.
Dimitri, can you analyze the species of this strange thing?
Who are you talking to?
Of course, master. A little boo-doo-doo comes out of Zazel, and this little projection of a teeny face scans the flesh orb. This is an extinct species known as a beholder.
Fascinating. Well, perhaps I should try and get some kind of sample. But first, and he just flaps his wings towards this thing, and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind. However, because the creature is incapacitated, i.e. stunned, it automatically fails strength saving throws. So it will just fail. And it is pushed 15 feet away from you. 15 feet away from us, just out the door.
Oh, into the hallway.
Into the hallway.
There he goes.
And then he sort of steps over and shuts the door.
Okay. Door
I lean
shut.
over
Holding
to
hallway.
everybody else and say, I think there might be a little bit of an object permanence issue where if it doesn't look like it's there, it's just gone from their mind. And I think it's still there. I'm not crazy, right?
I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
with
yeah. It's still
my bonus action, I'm going to activate a mental connection with it.
Okay.
You tell me where that ability came from. But this is
Pick that
a
up.
clairvoyant combatant. I'm going to form a telepathic bond with it. Can I have a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw?
Okay. Stunned doesn't affect that, right? Because it's my brain.
I
Nope,
do not
yes.
believe so.
Correct.
Great. That's an 18.
Okay, it succeeds. But we are
Yay.
telepathically connected, so I can speak to it. And I say,
It doesn't speak what you speak.
no. I
You
speak
speak
the
deep
secrets
speech?
of the void. I do speak deep speech. I do, in fact, speak deep
Speak deep?
speech. Very, very deep. The deep reaches of space, in fact, and I whisper to it, I cannot wait to analyze your contents.
I don't like that, Zazel. I don't like that
flirting?
you said that.
Is that flirting?
I can't tell. Is
You-
it flirting? Is it
You
a
have to tell us if
threat?
that's flirting.
The last
you
guy
come
that I
around,
said
you
something
folder.
like that to did not think it was flirting. That's me.
Marion, The door's closed
great.
and the beholder's out there now.
Yeah, I don't think that's I'm not dealing with that. I do have some you know what's really fun? You know what I found in my pocket? A little thing I should drink. I want to drink a thing. I
What are you
want to
drinking?
drink the potion of cloud giant strength that I happen to have.
That makes
Thanks,
sense.
Sedona.
Chug.
That's so strong.
Yeah, and then I want to go open the door, run outside, and stab it in the eye
Oh.
Boo.
with my
Oh, and I
sword.
have bad news for you.
Oh, is it that I've rolled a net one?
Yeah, Chad's bullying
Yeah.
you.
No,
So you
look,
rolled
I
in that
accept
one,
this.
and also in that donation was another wild magic surge, which they also
Can I give Marion a
wanted
luck
to
point?
you.
Oh, can we luck point on a donated nat one? What do we
I
think?
mean,
I think donated nat ones are expensive.
Yeah.
they
I don't
are
wanna
Yeah, I
go
feel like I gotta keep
$201.
the net one.
Might leave it
Yeah.
as
I don't want to
a
go
whiff.
against the voice of the people.
Owen, you want to roll a D100 for a wild magic surge, though?
Sure,
Maybe
I'll
that'll
roll a
be helpful.
D100.
They're always so
Yeah.
helpful, wild magic surges,
Yeah, probably.
in my experience. They never turn people into plants or make people speak public.
26.
26. Oh. So you miss with your sword on the flesh orb?
Yeah.
You miss. You were feeling really good about it. It's right there and stunned and like
Yeah.
against a wall. And somehow you just kind of slip. And it's probably because as you go in for it, a third eye opens up on your forehead and you can see out of it. So your full perception changes as you're going in for this strike. But you do have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight while you have this eyeball on your forehead. You can see so good. This eyeball has
Oh.
20/20 vision.
Great.
I don't know about Marion's other eyes, but this one, got you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think that's my turn.
Okay.
It's okay. I didn't go. Big.
No, not
This
yet. Are you
round.
trying to stay in melee with it? Are you staying up by his face?
Yeah, I'm probably staying in melee with it.
Okay.
I'm not thinking at the brightest right now. I gotta admit.
You are beautiful, and that's what matters. We're back up to the top of the round with Kix.
People are giving me funny potions, and I feel like it's a crime not to use them.
What kind of potion? Oh.
Yeah, you gotta use that.
The door is closed. But Kix doesn't see that behind the couch, so Kix goes like this.
Well, Marion did open the door again
Oh, Marion opened.
Yes.
Okay.
to go
Thank
get
you.
it. I don't think Marion closed the door behind her, unless Owen would like to specify otherwise.
No, I didn't. Nope.
No. Okay,
Okay.
door's open.
This potion manifests in Kix's hand, and then Kix is gonna chuck my new potion of slipperiness out the door, so the hallway is slippery underneath the levitating beholder.
Yeah, nothing happens to the beholder. All
Nice
this
one.
slippery juice is under Marion's feet, though.
Excellent job.
Perfect. Fall. This is for all of Owen's haters.
Everyone's praying on Owen's downfall right now. Man has
Damn.
never done anything wrong.
Am I making a deck save, or is that only if I move?
If you move. For now, you're
Okay,
okay.
great.
Just,
Wait,
it's getting
I'm
into your
so
boots.
sorry. I have to come in and rules lawyer this. This is the oil of slipperiness, which says
That's
the oil
different.
can cover a medium or smaller creature along with the equipment it's wearing. Applying the oil, well, that doesn't count here. The affected creature gains the effect of the freedom of movement spell for 8 hours.
Oh, so it's
That's
not
There is the
applied
grease.
for
second
10
part of that.
minutes. Or it's
There
the
is the
effect
second part of
grease
that.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Or it does be grease.
Yeah,
So you
Oh.
can
It
either
is
make it be useful.
for 8
Oh,
hours.
so you're just being an asshole. I love it.
Here's the
You're just
thing.
being
Can
the
I
problem.
can I do it so that it usually takes 10 full minutes to apply? If I have a really good roll, can I do it so I hit Marion and it applies perfectly? And if not, grease.
I feel like this is just like a flap opens on your ankle and you just let grease out of your body.
I have grease as a spell. That's what
do.
happens with that.
But
Yes,
this is
perfect.
a specific little vial you have. I
Yeah.
guess roll a d20 and we'll see how good you do. And if you do
Okay.
really good, I'll let you just grease Marion. For no
Okay.
reason. What has Marion done to you? You just met her.
Hasn't talked to me yet. Rude. All right, that is.
I still don't know any of your names.
Wait, this was what? Dex?
I just asked you to roll a d20. I'm making it luck based. I have the
Okay.
what you
Well,
need
then
to
I'm
get
gonna
with it,
use
but-
luck to see how.
Sure. See how high you're gonna get it. There's a number in my head. I'm not gonna
Okay.
tell you what it is.
This
Secret.
is another one. So the first one was 14, the second one was 5, so I'm spending another luck. That's
Why do you want to grease Marion so bad?
17. I'll go with 17. I just think it's
You
fun.
know, your number was an 18. 18 or higher.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. It would have been hard as hell to directly hit it so it applied on. You get Marion in the thigh, and it's all over her legs
Ow.
and the floor.
Sorry.
I don't know whose apartment this is, but that's definitely gonna stain.
They're not.
Wait, is
gonna
this
all
Lars'
right.
apartment?
I don't.
Red tea
It
stains
is
all
Lars's
over,
apartment.
so I don't
Okay.
think that he'll know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that it matters. The apartment doesn't look great.
Wow.
Wait, when I assume that the grease did hit the floor, or did the bottle not break and just land on the ground?
It broke on Marion's thigh, so it's
Okay.
all over Marion's legs and the floor. Because Kix is being an issue. Anything else in your turnips?
Can I count it as a bonus action then to drink the Hill Giant Strength?
Sure. Yeah.
So then I have that.
He's so strong.
There you go.
And that brings us to Veldon. How long does the stun effect last? Does that last through
Till the
this
end of my
turn?
turn.
End of your turn. Okay.
Yeah. So I might as well just keep punching it. I know
Yeah,
one
but if-
trick, and that's
Okay.
it.
And it's a good trick. Punch
a
is one of my
good-
favorite ones.
Punch
Love
is
that
not
one.
bad. I'm just trying to think of how we can turn this flesh orb into a room or into a box. And I want to figure that out, but I don't know if I can. If we have to, we can taxidermy it. Okay.
There you go.
Advantage. That is a dirty 20. Second attack. I really want to crit, but I'm not critting. That's a 23.
Hits.
This is flurry of blows. That's a dirty 20 and a 22.
All hit. Pow,
All
pow,
hit,
pow,
all hit, all hit.
pow.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of just like doing really simple, just like jabs each time. Like nothing crazy. Like he's not a showy guy. He's kind of just like really simple jabbing, just like the base punch button on any like fighting game. Like that's just what he's hitting. But he just hit it 4 times in 6 seconds, so he is going to deal. That is 9. No, sorry, 6 plus 11. So 17.
17 damage.
22 and 29. 29 points of damage.
Ow. Okay, math.
And I'm going to use the rest of my key points right now. I'm just going to throw in my Hand of Harm, which does another D8 of poison damage for each of these. So let me just add those up. That's another 8, another 1, and another 1. So that's another 10 points of poison damage. I just like I toss in some Malort in there.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
The most potent poison known to man. Okay. And then can I have you roll a dexterity saving throw to not fall on the grease?
Yeah, of course.
DC 15.
We got a +6 to this. That is a natural 2.
You fall down.
I
Prone.
I'm on the
Uh-oh.
ground.
You get all your punches in, and then you go to
I got
step
all my
back into
punches.
your stance, and you just cartoon on a banana peel. Both
about
legs in
right.
the air. Yeah. Perfect. My monster's not stunned. Guys, guys, my flesh orb's unstunned. Guys, are you so excited?
No.
Can't wait to
Really
see
excited.
what this thing does.
Candice, is this
Yes.
Why aren't you excited?
No.
I'm
I
so
mean, I'm
excited.
concealed, so I guess I should be more excited than other people that are directly in the line of fire, but still not excited.
That's
Sorry.
what you get for opening the door.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
if you
that
just
would
left
stop
in the
it.
hallway, none of this would have happened. Okay. He gets a bite and he gets 3 eyeball rays. Beholders do too much stuff. Did you guys know that? I've never run a beholder before. This is exciting for me.
I love Beholder.
I think you rolled D10, right?
I
Yes,
wish
I'm
I
gonna do
could
a bite
behold her
first
every single day.
because there's a lady with a sword right in its face, and
he's
that's
not-
for
he's-
biting.
He's
You're
not
way
going
on the
after.
floor.
I was
You're
gonna
way down
say,
there on the floor. and
he's got
he's
advantage on
helping.
me.
I guess I was gonna hit you with a ray. Would you rather get bit?
I'm gonna roll for kinkiness. That's only a 5, so I'll take a ray.
Rays, not
No, we
kinky.
gotta
The jury's
have
in.
the kinkiness goes on the
I don't know,
greased
isn't there a
woman
petrification
in melee.
Yeah, Veldon's more into BDSM, so give me the petrification ray.
Yes, please.
Marion.
Yeah.
18 hit your AC.
Yeah.
Say it like it's so obvious. Maybe you're so beefy, big, strong. This middle-aged bartender.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you are.
You're only gonna take 10 piercing damage as the
Oh,
beholder
that's so
bites
much easier.
around your torso. And as it's biting you, its little eye stalks go in on the other people in the room. It's a multitasker. Yes, I do have to roll to see. D10. Owen, did you eat my D10?
Yep.
Oh, Owen.
They're tasty.
No! I take back what I said about how you've never done anything wrong. Guy eats my dice.
All right, where's my actual D10? There's a D10.
Owen, don't eat dice. It's bad for you.
Why not?
Okay. Owen! Knock it off. Veldon, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Yes, you may. I have a +2 to the roll. That's a 14 + 2, 16.
That is exactly the DC. So you are not charmed by the
Oh.
beholder.
Mm,
You
I was
still
looking
think
forward
it
to
looks
fighting
like
everybody.
you still think it looks like a big gross flesh orb.
Mhm.
We'll go to Dib. Are you hiding specifically? You
I mean,
said
I
you
would
like
like-
vanished.
I would like to hide. Is that a bonus action to hide?
Yes, normally.
Yeah.
Do you want to
So-
roll for your bonus action to see how well you're hidden? Because if you're
Absolutely.
hidden, I'm not going to hit you with a ray because it can't see you.
Yeah. I just roll
I'm
my
also
stealth.
quite big if you're
Stealth,
behind
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Can I use a luck point on a natural 1? Please say yes.
Yes. Yeah. As long
Thank
as
you.
it wasn't donated by an audience member who hates you.
That's a 23.
Okay. You're so hidden behind the edge of this kitchen counter island. The one nice thing in this apartment.
We did it.
We
We made 20K.
made
hit
20K!
Oh!
Thanks, guys!
Thanks so much to
Trans
Tuesday
rights.
for buying a
Trans
deck pull for
rights.
Abby.
Trans rights.
We got another
Trans
deck
rights.
pull.
Yes,
All
we
right.
did.
Give the
Let
only
me go
thing I
through the
was gonna
beholder's
do.
turn, and then Chris will do the deck pull for Abby in a second. We're gonna leave the goal at 20. We're not gonna up it again. So anything else we get is just extras for the trans.
The gays.
The gays. Thank you guys so much. That's incredible. I'm gonna go back to hurting my friends.
You have to.
Abby, Kickstarling, can you roll
Do
me
anything.
a dexterity saving throw?
Sure.
DC 16.
Parkour. That's an 11 plus 4, but I have my bonuses. And so is it meet it, beat it?
Meet it, beat it.
Okay, then I'll just use one of my bonuses, so I just make it. So I'm
Okay.
like crouched behind the couch, and then I'm like looking over my shoulder, and I go. So it's like right, gets my lack of nose. If I had a nose, gone.
It looks like it doesn't say that if you succeed, you take half damage. It just says if you must succeed or take the damage.
That's
I
a
guess you
safer
just don't
suck,
take any damage.
probably.
Yeah, it was a disintegration ray, so that's
Yes,
fair.
that's a.
Select.
That's fair.
Amazing.
And then Zazel, can I get a dexterity save from you as well?
You absolutely can.
Thank you.
Oh, I love to dodge things. Okay, that is going to be a 14 plus 2. That is a 16.
Okay, and you're gonna leave it at a 16.
I will add a +1.
Okay, the DC was 16. That was fine.
Okay.
16 was fine.
But I did spend one. Just because I could. For a creature that is quite large, he moves surprisingly fast.
Yeah, it's the wings. It's the hollow bones.
It is. I'm light.
So you succeed your saving throw against the death ray, and you take no damage.
That is fantastic. Does it say anything in my head?
I think in your head you speak the same. You do speak deep speech.
I do.
You're still not really getting any words or coherent thoughts or concepts. Everything it's experiencing is shapes and colors. Like it's a brand new thing. You are the first things it's experiencing.
It's a baby. It's a baby flesh orb.
Where did
It's an
you
evil baby
come
flesh orb.
from, little
Evil
creature?
baby. Okay, before we go on to Dibs and Zazel and Marion, let's do that deck poll that got redeemed for Abbey. A different
Mhm.
ceiling tile falls. You're just ruining different
It's-
parts of the apartment.
Yeah.
It's fine.
These
And
Andor
the
here suck.
deck whoop zooms up in front of your face. Roll me a
Oh.
d20 and try to do a number nobody's done yet.
7.
7. Okay, well, it's not going to help in your beholder fight, but you pull a card, snap it out of the deck, spin it around, and it dissolves before you even really get to look at it into heavy gems that plunk down to your feet. 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold each appear at your feet. They are all non-magical but very beautiful.
Yeah.
Eat them.
And there's payment, I suppose.
Shoves that into like a little pouch. That's like a little fashionable little thing, and then puts some on. Like
Yeah.
like
Oh, you look good.
yeah, anything that's very quick to put on, like very long necklaces. So I just have
Mhm.
like
Sort of
I'm
throwing it over
jangling.
the. Yeah. It's a disadvantage to stealth because you got all them
I
bangles.
already had disadvantage to stealth with my armor, so I'm just extra.
You're just making music. And you could be rich forever now
Yeah,
if you
amazing.
so chose.
This is so funny. I looked at my stats before this. I think spoilers are 6. I think I died rich. There were so many gems on me.
Even richer. Even richer. Or you can use all this jewelry to make a box. Think about it.
That's so true.
Thank you, Kuste, for making Kix the richest robot in the land. Dib, what do you want to do?
So, because I am so well hidden, as we've previously discussed, does that mean that I can do a sneak attack because I maybe might have advantage for being so well hidden?
Yes.
Great. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a sneak attack. I'm gonna come out of my hiding place just for a moment. I'm gonna stab, and I'm not gonna re-hide on the way back because obviously I'm gonna trip over myself about those jewels you got.
You also,
Just
is it a
checking them out.
distance sneak
Respectfully.
attack or are you meleeing?
Meleeing.
Okay, because then at the end of your turn, you are going to have to roll to see if you fall in all that grease.
Damn it. Okay, that's fair.
Because Abby's a big problem.
So it turns out actually
Mhm.
that I might not. Is this an 18 hit?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. I was gonna say I actually was very distracted by the gems and fucked all of that up, but no, we're good. That's 16 points of damage.
Ow. And then roll a dexterity save to see if you fall on your ass.
8. I'm right in the grease, honestly. I'm right in the grease, but I fall in such a way that my hand is super close to the furthest gem away from Kix.
Mm-hmm. And you managed to not fall on top of Veldon.
Yeah, trying to be respectful.
Thank you.
I've got like one hand out. Hey, buddy. You're real big. If somebody comes, I'm gonna hide behind you.
Gladly.
Cool.
Gladly.
The beholder is looking fucked up, and then it's Zazel's turn, and after Zazel will be Marion.
It's about to look a lot worse. I'm going to.
Whoa, my beholder.
Now, Haley, you tell me if Zazel still has this. But I thought it was fun, so I put it on my character sheet. Because in Starfinder, he has the spell
Yep.
Conjure Grenade. I did give myself a grenade launcher. Which you can find on D&D Beyond.
You can get anything on that magical website, I'll tell you
Why
what.
not? So,
All right, here's the thing. You did have a spell Conjure Grenade. I recall
did.
this.
yes.
And if we're going to transfer that over into a different system, that is just another way to have grenade.
Right.
So I guess, yeah?
Thank you very much.
It would feel mean to make you lose your grenade powers.
You see extending from the helmet a little like a sight over one eyeball.
Uh-huh.
We are very close to this thing. But as far as he's aware, the rest of you could be figments of his imagination as he's dying in space. So Dimitri, can you load up the fragmentation grenade?
Of course, Master.
All right. Duck, and he I don't know, I went British. Duck, and he fires his fragmentation grenade. I can use. Oh my god, this is crazy. The grenade launcher can propel it to a point up to 1,000 feet away. I think I'm doing maybe about 10. And,
yeah, he's not that far.
It looks pretty small. I would say almost like a floating pill of some kind that just sort of shatters as it hits this creature. And I'm gonna need everyone in a 20-foot radius sphere or 40-foot diameter. So maybe I'll throw it behind him in the hallway so it doesn't quite catch me.
But you'll still get everyone in melee. So
yeah,
both
for
of our
sure.
prone friends and Marion.
Do you think he cares? Maybe about the robot might make him feel like a little sad.
Robot's
but-
not in it.
Oh, great. Okay. Fabulous. 15 dexterity saving throw, please.
With their
I fail.
prone, does that affect dexterity saves?
It don't matter.
Okay.
I fail.
Okay. You are going to
Sit
take.
here.
I have to
I
roll
believe
for
I have
the
advantage on
flash
this
orb as well.
actually, but I need
Why'd
to
you do
check.
that?
It's on
Why
my
are you
character
grenading all your
sheet.
friends? I only got a 6 for the.
six?
I
rolls.
do have advantage on this, and so I got a 16 and not a 4.
Nice.
Brag about it.
It's going to be
I will.
17 piercing damage on a failed
Oh.
save or half on a successful one.
Dib, did you succeed or fail?
I failed.
Wait,
Okay.
what'd you get?
I got a 13.
13. Flash of genius. You add +4 to that.
Oh my god.
So with my genius, I was like, go a little to the left, and you did.
I was so smart. I said, get out of the way of the grenade. And you
Go to
did.
the left.
That's,
To the left. To the left. Everybody,
that's a
get the box.
15.
Then
I
yes,
said duck,
that-
and you said that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll take half damage, which on a
Sure.
17 is 8.
Half of 17, yes, rounded down would be 8.
8.
Okay.
Anything else, Hazel? You got any more grenades in there?
Then on my bonus action, I'm going to
Mhm.
flourish my imbued card. I've taken the Cartomancer feat to represent my tarot deck. And I can use a bonus action to cast a spell that I had imbued within it. I am going to cast Hunger of Hadar.
That's
And
also going to get everybody. That's another AoE.
Alex.
How's
Alex,
everyone
we're gonna finish
doing?
this. Are we okay? Are we okay?
Hey, you know we're a team, right?
Oh, I thought we
I
were making a
went-
box.
We're still supposed to make a box or
Yes.
something.
As a team.
I went to Google Hunger of Hadar to get the rules, and I just started typing in Alex because the way Johnny said it stuck in my head so good. So I had to just type into Google Alex and then pause and like.
I'm about to open a doorway
Alex.
to round 4.
This is what kind of saving throw is this?
This is going.
Dexterity.
Yes, also a dexterity. Just opening on the ceiling, you see the reaches of space descend upon. I'm actually going to put it sort of up on the ceiling, centered on as far up as I can get. I don't think he would live in a place with particularly high ceilings. You tell me about that. But this spear is difficult terrain, and there are suddenly sounds in your ears, maybe in your mind, these slurping noises, calls from beyond. Not really screeches, but more the noise something might make as it's whimpering in its sleep, like it's having a nightmare. And no light, magical or otherwise, illuminate the area. You just see points of light wink into existence, but the rest of this hallway is dark. So dark. Everyone within has the blinded condition, but you don't take any damage until the start of your turn. That is when you would make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Alex.
Well, I did roll the save, but whoops. Oh
I
well.
did too. That was a beautiful and horrifying description, but I don't think anything is going to be worse than the canon description of milky otherworldly tentacles.
Oh, yes.
What does that mean?
You.
Were you looking at my Google search history? Alex? Not cool. Not
They
cool.
made this spell for him in a lab.
Oh wait, that's right. I did roll low on kinkiness. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Johnny can be into it, but Beldon
Johnny's
has to be a
Google
little.
search.
Marion, you're blinded in the tentacle milk.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna do my things, but yeah, I am a lot less likely to hit being blind.
Can you make that dex save? Oh no,
Start of your turn.
At start of your turn,
Yeah.
you just take damage. So at the start of your turn, you're gonna take 7 cold damage,
Ow.
and then if you end your turn in it, you have to do a save for more. But
Great.
you're in the milk.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna do my thing and try and stab it, and we'll see if I get murdered by the hunger of Hadar.
Yeah. Stab.
So, we gotta pull out the bonus action starting. Marion's gonna yell. You can hear it through, and there's the impression of a flash of light, but obviously you can't see that.
You feel it though in your heart.
Yeah.
You know something illuminated.
I'm gonna yell out for the honor of Grayskull. I'm gonna do my rage, and I'm gonna fucking swing with my Zord.
And no one can see you turn into She-Ra.
No one can see me, as it turns out.
You missed the whole magical girl transformation.
I have been nerfed.
That's your fault, Alex.
We've
Yeah,
done to
That is
She-Ra.
my fault.
I
all
got She-Ra
right, well,
at least on the legs.
yeah, I'm
feel
hitting the orb. Well, I guess. Wait, technically the orb also can't see me. So is this a flat roll? Is that how this works again? We're in D&D rules.
Wouldn't it still be?
I don't know.
Because neither of you can see.
Neither of us can see, so technically, like, me not being able to see imposes disadvantage on me, but not being able to see your attacker typically, this is 2014 rules,
Be a
because I don't know any of
straight
the 2024 ones. So I think it was just a straight roll.
That's fine. Yeah,
All right.
it's me.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend a luck point to not use that one, actually, because I don't want to take the nat one. I think that would be sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that again.
Haley, how's the beholder
That's
looking?
a little
I guess I
bad.
can't really see it.
Well,
okay.
before everything was dark, looked bad.
That's a little better. I'm really strong because of that potion I drank, so that's a 30 to hit.
Ow! Yeah.
But that is not a crit.
AC
Not a crit, just a 30. Sounds good.
Yeah, just a 30.
You hit me.
Great. Okay, so I'm raging. So I deal 1d8 plus 1d6, and then I maybe am also gonna smite.
Why not, baby?
Smite.
Yeah. So I am dealing 17 slashing plus 6 radiant, and then I'm gonna expend a spell slot to deal an additional 8 radiant.
What was the total?
Okay, so that was 17, 6, and 8. So
31.
Yep, 31.
My flesh orb!
Orb!
You're rending him in twain!
Good.
Kill the
My
sword.
orb!
Get like
Kill
fucking
the
get
sword.
swinged.
My orb
I
is not
want
doing
to-
well.
I
My orb
want
is
to
doing
split
really
the
bad.
orb in two. That is my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
I can't.
X.
I'm not even bothering to move because it's gonna
I'm
make.
gonna reach out
things
to
worse.
Bix and call out to Bix and say,
So
"Oh, if we want to, if there's something we can do, but it needs to be alive for this. If you want to kind of help me out in the shadows." Calling out to Bix. Or to Kix.
Oh, it's Kix.
Kix.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I was in between because I was
Sorry, I'm
like,
watching
there's also
Andor, that's what I
Ib,
was
and I
saying,
was like, whoa.
You're good, you're good.
Ooh, a task?
Yeah, why don't we kind of work together on something real quick?
Yeah, group project.
and then I need to roll a saving throw against the Hunger of Hadar, right?
That's true.
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
Yeah. That's Dex, right?
Mhm.
I don't have advantage because I'm blind, but I rolled the net 20. Easy.
Yay!
Hey.
No damage. You just feel the tentacle milk, but it can't hurt you.
Upsetting.
Kix and Veldon, you're doing a group project?
Yeah, Abby, if you want to, if we want to do some shenanigans together, I think we can try to kill two birds with one stone.
Kill birds.
Me?
No, Abby.
you didn't help the situation, but you might have facilitated it. I think I'm going to run out, like pop up. I'm gonna run out of the shadows of Hunger of Hadar, and I'm gonna say, "Kix, can you help me with this?" And I'm gonna start dragging the bed frame, like the loft bed, like the wooden frame of the bed, into the shadow.
I could do
Okay.
that faster if you want. Actually, no, I can't. I thought I could.
Please,
You
make
know,
that
you
help
do
me.
it together as friends. Yeah.
Oh, but I took my strength potion. I'm great. I'm jacked.
I want to use this like nearly dead flesh orb to
Mhm.
like say, Kix, can you like keep its mouth open for just a second? And I want to try to like
Mhm.
push the like I'm proficient in carpenter's tools, and I'd like to like
And what is this if not carpentry?
yeah, of course. I'd like to construct an interior framework inside the flesh orb's mouth to build a box.
Mhm. What do you even roll for that? All right, so you've got
In the dark.
Whatever it
dark,
is, I'm
you what?
proficient in it because I'm proficient in carpenter's tools.
You can add your proficiency bonus to whatever it is, sure. Okay, so we'll say Kix is giving a help action, right?
I was gonna wonder if, for kind of like my part in this, if I could use the spell web to restrain
sticky
and
him up.
entangle the floor, mouth open, and just
Like floor.
Yes, make it out of the tentacle milk.
yeah, tentacle milk webs, Shibari style beholder.
Oh. Okay. You
Now the flesh
pull.
orb's wearing like leather straps and
Yeah.
like his like chains are like yeah, I gotcha.
You web over all of its eyes individually.
A little blindfold. It's wearing a
Yeah.
gag. So yeah, I'm gonna try to
It's so
I'm going to like just really ram like the wooden framework into
throw a
the
bed
mouth.
at
into
it.
the into the bound and blindfolded flesh orb. You're gonna
Yeah.
ram the
Finish the sentence. Yeah, slower. All right.
You're
What do
gonna
I roll?
ram the pole into the bound
Of
and
the
blindfolded
flesh orb.
flesh orb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um. Okay. What do I roll?
Don't fucking know, Johnny. Okay, so we'll still say it's advantage because of Kix's web situation.
Yeah.
I guess it almost feels like brute strength in a way to try and get it in there, but it
Okay.
also makes me wonder if it's not about the angle. So I could argue it either way for athletics or honestly like sleight of hand.
Put a
If
bet
you'll
in.
let me, I was thinking some sort of like intelligence plus proficiency.
Oh,
If you'll let me,
interesting.
like, coming at it from the mind of like an
Yeah.
architect, you
This
know?
is a really cerebral move.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm going at it with like the carpentry angle here. So,
Yeah,
if you'll let me do
yeah.
intelligence instead, I would love that.
Sure, because you're doing
Okay.
the
So
math. You're doing the
advantage
math
plus
of it as it goes.
5. All right.
Yes. Is that also adding your proficiency because of your carpentry tools?
Yeah. And I'll max out the rest of my +1s, which is another
I think that's a good
5.
call.
Yeah,
Also-
that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Also, flash of genius, because this
Oh,
is a
good.
genius idea.
You're
Plus
adding
4.
another
Plus
4?
4. Yep.
Does anybody else want to get in on this party? No?
Yeah, is anyone else donating
Uh,
anything to the ramming the beholder plan?
I have
I don't
no
have anything to
idea
help
what's
with.
It's
going
cool.
on.
It's cool. It's already at 31.
Yeah, I will give you 2 +1s.
There you
Hey,
go.
32.
32.
33.
Okay. The crazy thing about this is the beholder's not dead, right?
Yeah.
You want
No, I think
to
that's
turn it
part of the plan. I think
into a
it's like
living
the idea.
box.
The idea is that like the hunger of Vidar has like kind of teleported this like
Yeah.
interplanar weird like or like outer planar like weird like physics that has
Yeah.
allowed for this to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. You're playing with the space here. I'm with
Mhm.
you. I'm in the scene. I'm playing with physics. Okay. With a 33, you fit a lofted bed frame into the mouth and body of a nearly dead beholder, stretching it into rectangle shape as it's got web bound all along its eye stalks, eyeballs, sticking it to the floor. And
In
it is
Shibari
now
style,
stuck.
yes.
Yes, of course. Sorry, my bad. And it is now stuck, mouth open in rectangle shape, sort of like an open box, where the top of it is a beholder mouth, teeth on either side, unable to bite.
It looks like a
Still
funhouse like
alive.
opening. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the start to a weird maze. Yeah.
The weirdest of mazes, if you will. It's turn, just so I think.
Yes. He's blind and gagged and bound
and
and
he takes
almost
he is.
dead.
damage.
Yeah.
He's taking damage. Honestly, the taking damage might literally kill him. It's 2d6.
Yeah, duty 6.
2d6. How many hit points do I have?
I'll
I have 7
voluntarily
hit
take that
points. Let me
2d6
see.
as well.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
rolled
up in there.
exactly 7 because it's 2d6 in it. So it dies. It lives through you putting a bed frame in it, and then Hunger of Hadar just freezes it into place. And you're out of initiative.
Is this a good time to ask for a wild magic surge?
It's a great time for it. Johnny, can you roll that D100? I'm making you do it. Roll it.
Sure. It's my fault.
You did this. You did this to my charity stream.
This wholesome charity string got turned real dirty.
Yeah.
Always is.
29.
29. Oh, you just teleport up to 60 feet. You just pop back into the apartment out of the Hunger of Hadar.
Bye.
I will attempt to drop this spell, although, it's connected to something.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of effort to do so. It's not just a drop like normally, but you manage to close that all up, leaving you all a great view of this box in the hallway that you've created. And And I think, guys, I think you did it. Hey guys,
Good job, team.
I think you just did it, and you did it 9 minutes early.
No, you get
I'm-
9 minutes of free role play.
I'm gonna go add
Yeah,
that
if you
thing
guys
with
wanna-
scalpels.
Your scalpels, they need the box.
Well,
What do you mean?
You can
I
take
think
one. You can take one eye stock. Don't get greedy.
One fleshy bit.
One fleshy bit. I know you want more.
Yeah, we were
You
supposed to make
are-
a box.
Correct
There's
about
the
that.
box.
I just want to see if I can expand the opening a little bit, or
Well-
perhaps use that petrification
So you
ray
don't think
someone
it's
was mentioning.
perfect?
Once you're done with it, I'm gonna need everybody to leave because I think this did awaken something in me. So, but I appreciate it.
You haven't done this before? Good job. I've been there.
This is not the most mediocre containment chamber I've seen, but I think I could make a couple of improvements.
What sort of improvements?
There's a sort of mad scientist gleam in the body language.
Wouldn't you like to find out?
You know it's up to no good. There's just nothing good happening in there.
Why don't you come over and help me? I just think that we could sort of stretch the frame of the beholder a little bit more around the bed and pull some more stuff out of this apartment to thicken the walls of the box.
Okay. Yeah. You want to take some time to try and expand the box, basically.
Expand the box.
Make bigger. Sure.
Harden it.
Um,
Trap it.
As
know.
we're gathering little pieces, I want Kix is probably just gonna start making like small talk with like Div and just be like, "Saw you ever do stuff like this before?" No, still mad at me? That's okay.
It
Not
just
your usual
ignores you.
Thursday. Cool.
What are you grabbing from the apartment to just try and put in there? Think basic, nearly empty apartment furniture. Just like posters stuck to the wall.
Does he have a basketball hoop?
Yeah. It's over
Okay.
the front. It's over the door.
Yes,
The
perfect.
front door.
Basketball hoop.
Yeah.
Lamp. I'm assuming like
Skin
an
mags.
IKEA lamp.
Mhm.
The refrigerator. I will use
The whole
Tensor's
refrigerator?
floating disk. Yes,
You've also
the
got
entire-
2 people still strength potioned up that could move a fridge for you pretty easy. You just sort of be putting the contents of the
muscle.
whole.
Muscle.
It's not technically
Yeah, Marion's
muscle,
back to
but
normal size again.
But for a second, when Hunger of Hadar dropped, She-Ra was here? Not sure how
Damn.
she got here. And then you turned away, and She-Ra was gone. It was just Marion again.
Could I inquire as to your lift capacity?
Big?
Big. High fives, Marion.
Yeah.
I guess pretty low.
My
for Kix.
carrying capacity currently is 405 pounds.
Pick up that fridge. Sorry.
You get that fridge right now.
Pick up that fridge.
Yeah, you can bring the fridge, lamp. Candice said skin mags.
Yeah.
Want to make it a comfy box? Is that the plan?
And I
And
want
you
to get
just
into his
sort
fuse box.
They got fuse boxes? They can't. Surely they don't.
In a studio apartment? How do you turn the lights back on if they go
In
off?
fantasy hell? You're in hell, by
Candles.
the way. I know we never made that clear. You're in dis right now.
Was gonna ask if we were in hell.
Yeah. You're in dis. Lars can only afford a studio apartment. He doesn't make a very good salary.
Does it need to be in here? Can we like go to the roof? I want to see a view.
Yeah, you can pad out this beholder box with anything you find in Lars' apartment, kind of thicken up the walls, as Alex said, make it a little bit bigger so you can maybe trap more people in the box. Because if you recall, that's his plan, is to teleport.
Does Lars have like a bucket of cheese puffs?
one of them big clear tubs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that at the foot of the mouth, at like the front of the mouth, just to like lure somebody in.
like like one of those traps with the cardboard
Yeah,
box tilted
yeah,
up.
yeah, you got me.
Mhm. I'm with you. And you place this reinforced box into the center of this studio apartment in hell, and you find from Kix's lead a very rickety little staircase up to the roof where the five of you can gather and really take in the sights and sounds and smells of the city of Dis until all at once you feel that kind of stretch in your neck again. You go to cricket out and you find yourselves exactly back where you were before you ever got dragged to this little studio apartment.
We
Back
didn't get
to
to see the
your.
fireworks.
There were no fireworks. It's hell.
I have
Just fire.
I
Fire
just I
everywhere.
do fireworks.
You make
just
your
for me.
own. You
I
make
led
your
them to the
own.
roof to give them fireworks, and then I was like, "Ow!" And I'm like,
I give you like 5 of my
And that's what
fragmentation
hell
grenades, so you
And
can
that's
throw
what
them off
hell
the roof.
is, Kix.
Yeah.
It's the
Hell is.
anticipation of fireworks with no fireworks happening. And all of you go back to your bars or your space bars, knowing that you have just helped a real shitty little devil maybe try to get a little bit of train god power for his rebrand. Thank you so much.
I don't know. It sounds like we just trashed his apartment.
Also,
Yeah,
his
we
apartment
did
is
trash his
ruined.
apartment.
Yeah, he has no bed anymore.
No bed, missing some ceiling tiles, no fridge. He doesn't need it. When
No,
you got
no
train
cheese
god
puffs.
power, you make your own. No cheese puffs. That's the devastating part.
Mhm.
Because when you're shopping in hell, they're always out of those. Thank you so much for joining me for the 5th round of Unprepared Casters Minion Madness, also known as Winter Wars. This one was called. Uh, And what a winner he is. We hit our $20,000 fundraising goal. Somebody bumped it up to $25,000, I'm noticing. So we'll see if we manage it with 1 round left. We will be back on stream in about half an hour. Gus is returning to DM for Unprepared Casters after 2 years away from the internet. For myself, Amelia, Dylan, John, and Aram. And we can't wait to see you there. Thank you to all of my beautiful little minions I've brought into the space. You did so good. And thank you to the audience for being here. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.